Heading into the Martinsville weekend, the NASCAR Xfinity Series saw two unexpected driver changes that caught many fans off guard, and both moves reflect the broader trends shaping the series in 2026. A mix of veteran opportunity, young talent, and team experimentation. Ross Chastain has been one of the most active drivers in NASCAR this season, competing across multiple series and teams. Most recently, he earned a second-place finish in the Truck Series at Darlington with Nice Motorsports, and also made an Xfinity start with JR Motorsports, piloting the part-time number 9 Chevrolet to a 14th-place finish. A solid and respectable result given how competitive that is. However, for Martinsville, JR Motorsports chose a different driver for that car. Lee Pulliam, a 37-year-old short-track specialist from Sophia, North Carolina. Pulliam brings impressive local credentials, including 4 national championships in the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series division, one along with 3 victories in the NASCAR Late Model Stock Car Tour. That said, his National Series experience is quite limited, with just 6 starts, all the way back in 2014 in the Can-Am Pro Series E, making this a significant jump in competition level. Chastain, meanwhile, is not sitting out this weekend. He is racing at Martinsville in the number 91 Chevrolet for DGM Racing in partnership with Jesse Iwuji Motorsports, which makes this his 3rd different Xfinity team in just 4 starts this season. He also has future Xfinity commitments already lined up with Jordan Anderson Racing at Watkins Glen in May and Sonoma in June, the same team he ran with earlier this season at Atlanta and Talladega. One important rule change is also worth noting here. Full-time Cup Series drivers with more than 3 years of experience can now compete in up to 10 Xfinity races per season, up from the previous limit of 5, which opens the door for Chastain and others like him to appear more frequently throughout the year. The Pulliam substitution at Martinsville looks more like a strategic rotation than a permanent replacement, but giving a short-track veteran this kind of opportunity at one of NASCAR's most demanding short tracks is either a genius decision or a steep learning curve, and Martinsville will answer that question quickly. The second storyline involves veteran driver J.J. Yeley, who has been working to stay relevant in NASCAR after a career spanning more than 2 decades of National Series competition. In 2026, he attempted the Daytona 500 with a New York racing team, but did not qualify, then came back the following week to make the field at Atlanta. Since then, he has been running periodically in the Xfinity Series, finishing 28th at Talladega with Young's Motorsports after Brad Perez had to step in mid-race, and then 25th at Darlington with Hattori Racing. The number 5 Ford at Hattori Racing has already seen significant driver turnover this season, with Luke Fenhaus, Tyler Gonzalez, and Chandler Smith all having made appearances in the car. For Martinsville, Yeley is again out of the seat, and 19-year-old Luke Baldwin steps in to make his Xfinity Series debut. Baldwin's resume is still developing. He has 5 Truck Series starts, all in 2025 with ThorSport Racing, with a best finish of 12th at Pocono. He does have prior experience at Martinsville specifically, where he finished 22nd in a truck, so he is not walking in completely blind. Still, making a series debut at Martinsville, one of the most physically and technically demanding short tracks on the entire NASCAR schedule, is a serious challenge for any young driver. Hattori Racing has not announced any plans beyond this single race, leaving the situation open-ended for both Baldwin and Yeley going forward. And this feels like another case of a team experimenting and seeing what works rather than committing to a clear long-term direction. Looking at both stories together, a clear picture emerges about where the Xfinity Series stands right now. Experienced Cup drivers like Chastain are leveraging expanded rules to maximize their race opportunities across multiple teams, while some organizations are using open weekends to audition short-track veterans like Pulliam and develop young prospects like Baldwin. And it creates this collision of proven talent and raw opportunity that makes the series genuinely unpredictable right now. Martinsville, with its tight corners, heavy contact, and unforgiving concrete walls, tends to expose both strengths and weaknesses very quickly. So whether Pulliam can translate his short-track success into a competitive Xfinity run, and whether Baldwin can hold his own in his debut, are two questions that will be answered by Sunday. Beyond the results themselves, these decisions carry real weight, because a strong performance can open doors to future rides while a rough outing can close them just as fast. And for drivers trying to establish or extend their NASCAR careers, every single start matters. These moves do not just stay at mark. They ripple into future races, future opportunities, and in some cases, entire careers.